Now, I don't know if you know me, but I do happen to be a big fan of, Markiplier. And, when he opened this YouTube channel called Unus Annus with, his friend Ethan Nestor, otherwise known as Crane Gameplays, I was interested. And if you don't know what it was, I'm shocked if you didn't. It was a YouTube channel that would do stupid things every day, for 1 year, and after 1 year, the channel was deleted. And yeah, you can find some compilations on YouTube, but you can't find the actual episodes. Mark and Ethan have made it very apparent that they don't want anything re-uploaded. So yeah, but I don't know. For some reason, I just kind of missed them, and so why not do an actual Why don't we do a top 10 list of my favorite Unus Annus videos? And I'm just going to look at the I'm just going to keep the chat open right here. And so yeah, honestly, this may actually be my favorite this probably was my favorite YouTube channel. And so, I just want to sort of open up a live stream, tell you my top 10 favorites, and hear any suggestions that you guys may have afterwards. And if you want to support me, I have a Ko-Fi page up in the, I have a Ko-Fi link in the description below. And you can, see a little thing right there. So, yeah. And the way this is going to work is funny enough, my picks, 10 through 2, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, those are sort of unranked in a way, because it would, keep in mind, there's over 365 videos, and I had to whittle it down, and so I picked the 10 that I thought were the funniest, the ones that I remember the most, but I will say there is a number one. Number one actually is my actual favorite pick, so let's get going, shall we? So yeah, what is it? Let me see. So yeah, there are, number 10 is, number 10 is, it's a little bit of a cop-out because it's sort of 3 videos, but they basically kind of do the same thing. And that is, we looked at Unus Annus memes, reacting to your hilarious green screen memes, and we explore the Unus Annus subreddit for your delicious memes. These 3, the reason why I put these at number 10, well, like I said, 10 through 2 is really unranked. But there is a number 1. But the reason why I combine these 3 on the list is because they're pretty much the same kind of video, where it's they're just, looking at memes. But God, they are so funny. There's, I'm talking about how, mysterious Unus Annus seems, only for them to do the dumbest shit, which we'll go into later on. And then they did and that's pretty much for the first 2. Then the third one, reacting to your hilarious green screen memes, they had this contest where Ethan reacted in front of a green screen or a blue screen. I don't know, but yeah, they each had a green screen and or blue screen. And so, this is during Quarantanus, where basically it was, the pandemic had just hit, and so they were quarantining at their homes, but they still continued to do Unus Annus from home. And so, they both, did their own little, doing little bits in front of a green screen, and then letting the audience, sort of make memes out of them, and they were really funny. There was especially this one where Mark was what was it, someone put, Mark carrying the channel. It was oh, I'm so strong, I'm an honest, yeah! E, but once he said E, it cut off, and then it did because it's E, because the Markiplier E meme, and so that was hilarious. So yeah, that is why as I like to call it, the meme trilogy of Unus Annus. That's why those are my first picks. So yeah. Next we have reacting to your Mad. What was it? Actually, I might as well just pull up the. What was it? We played Mad Libs and ran it through Google Translate. Now you may have actually seen me do this in one of my one of my charity streams where like I took like not really Mad Libs but just I think what I tried to do was like AI generated AI generated like AI generated fan fiction and ran it through Google Translate. These guys must have hit solid gold because I was not anywhere near as, as successful. But like the thing, like, because like how screwy Google Translate can be, and so it would get so weird to the point to where I think at one point, one of the words one of the names they used was Jeff Foxworthy, but then somehow through multiple layers of Google Translate, that turned it into Jeff Fusional, and it's like who the fuck is Jeff Fusional? And it just kept going as a running gag, as because it wouldn't for some reason. The Google Translate wouldn't translate Jeff Foxworthy, but it would keep going with the whole Jeff Fusional thing, and it was so funny. I love that so much, and so yeah, that is why this video is on the list. The next pick on this list is we made every YouTuber battle in the Hunger Games. Like, there's this again. This is something I tried to do on a charity stream at one point. It didn't work out. Or at least it wasn't anywhere near as funny. But like Mark and Ethan took they took like YouTubers, like basically there's like this Hunger Games generator and whatnot where you can put images and names in there. And it'll pretty much generate like a whole Hunger Games session to see who killed who did what, who died of what, and it's so hilarious. Like I think it was what was it? Ethan or it was either Ethan or Unus who that ended up killing a lot of the players. I think another one was James Charles or something, and it was I don't know. I forget. I mean, I can't watch it anymore because, time's run out. If it's run out, then you missed it. But yeah. But like I said, this one, I remember having so many laughs with this. This was amazing. I loved it a lot. And I think it was either Mark or Honest who ended up winning the YouTuber Hunger Games in this. It was just absolute insanity, and I loved it for that. The next entry on this list is we bought every Grinch costume on eBay. This was another running gag throughout Unus Annus where they would keep referencing how the Grinch Stole Christmas starring Jim Carrey. And I don't know why this kept being a running joke, but I mean, look, How the Grinch Stole Christmas is my favorite Christmas movie, and it's so memeable, but in a good way. But man, basically, I think Amy, Mark's girlfriend, and also probably one of the people who definitely was one of the most creative minds behind Unus Annus. She bought over $700 worth of Grinch costumes. And they were nightmarish. They were so creepy and so dead-eyed, but yet so funny. Hell, one of them wasn't even a Grinch costume. It was one of them was this weird, werewolf kind of, mask with this, this poison ivy body suit or whatever. And it was just disturbing. And I'm pretty sure you can find images on Google, maybe find a compilation on YouTube, but again, you can't watch this video because, again, the clock has run out. But anyways, my God, this was just hellish. This was horrifying to watch, but it was also hilarious. The next entry on this list is the ultimate trolley problem. The ultimate trolley problem. Now, if you don't know the trolley problem, like, there's this, the trolley problem is basically, you know, like one example of a trolley problem, if you saw someone lying on on a train track, on a trolley track, and they were tied up and they couldn't get out, and there was a lever, would you pull it to save them? But if you pull the lever to save that person, then the trolley's going to go the other direction, but it's going to kill 5 other people. And it creates this dilemma where it's like, am I responsible for, like, if I pull the lever, am I responsible for killing those people? Or, if I don't pull the lever, is my inaction responsible for killing that one person? And it's this ultimate dilemma. But ultimately, it gets so ridiculous to the point where at one point one of them is like, Mark and Ethan are lying on the train tracks. Ethan is asleep, but Mark is fully conscious and aware. If you let the train run them over, Unus Annus will never be deleted. But, however, like, if the trolley runs them over, they'll be dead. So what do? Do you save Unus Annus, or do you kill Mark and Ethan? Oh wait, no. Do you save Unus Annus but kill Mark and Ethan, or do you not kill Mark and Ethan so they can live, but then Unus Annus gets deleted? And it gets so ridiculous to where it's like, don't worry, go ahead and put where the text says, go ahead and pull it. Don't worry, Ethan is asleep. He won't feel a thing. Mark wants you to do it. Go on, pull it. He's not a masochist. He just wants to see how much he can take. Go on, pull it. It's just so. That's another joke that was running in Unus Annus. Is Mark a masochist? And this one is just so hilarious. Again, it's just so hilarious. I love this video so much, or at least I loved it. There we go. So yeah. The next entry on this list, oh my God. Mamaplier teaches self-defense. Oh boy, where do I start with this one? Mamaplier is an agent of chaos. She doesn't know, because, in case you don't know, Mark is half Korean, his mother is from Korea. And she doesn't have, you can speak to her, but her English is a little bit broken, which just adds so much comedy to whenever they bring her on Unus Annus, or when she's in a Markiplier video, and Mark, Skyped her to teach Mark and Ethan about self-defense, and the advice wasn't that great, because she was like, tell your girl, are you fighting over a girl? Then call your girl and ask her and see if it's worth it. If it's worth it, then fight, but if it's not worth it, then do you value our relationship more than this guy? And Mark and Ethan were rightfully just so confused and, tried to act that out. And another one was praying to your God, where it's hey, I gotta pray to my God to see if I should fight. And then and I think one was Mark was how long do we fight? And she said, fight until you wins. And again, you could again. I'm very sure there's a Mamaplier compilation on YouTube. But my God, she I want her to live the rest of her life in the most happiest way possible. She is amazing. Mamaplier is amazing. Her comedy skills are literally unmatched by anyone. I just you just watch Mamaplier and you're just gonna just fall in love with her. She's just a delight to watch on camera. And again, fight until you wins. There was another video There was another video that I would probably consider an honorable mention from the top 10, which is like hot stone massage or whatever. And at one point, Markiplier at the end, Markiplier called his mother to give advice, and it was some of the most chaotic Mamaplier stuff ever, because she's like, "Oh, who's that sexy leg over there?" And Markiplier was like, "What?" And then looked that she was talking about Mark's girlfriend Amy, who was holding the camera, and then all of them just started bursting into laughter. And then Mamaplier offered to take Ethan to Korea to meet a nice Korean girl. It's just. And the reason why that video didn't end up in the top 10 is because that's probably some of the best Mamaplier stuff in the video. But that was like at the last third of the video, like maybe the last third or fourth of the video. And I'm trying to go for the overall video. So if the Mamaplier stuff was like the entire video, then yeah, I'd probably say that would easily be in the top 10. But no, it's not. Like the Mamaplier stuff was saved for like the very end. And it is some of the best Mamaplier stuff out there. But in terms of the overall video, I think, the Mamaplier teaches, like the video, what was it? The video called Mamaplier Teaches Self-Defense. Like, considering this was a fully Mamaplier-centric video, that's why it makes it on this list. But again, you are not prepared for how funny Mamaplier is. So, yeah. The next video on this list is, oh my god. The next video on this list is, Mark teaches Ethan to read with Hooked on Phonics. Another running gag. Another, running gag in Unus Annus was Ethan sometimes, has trouble reading. Which granted, I'm pretty sure it's really just mainly due to trying to concentrate on making a funny video, but everything just kind of gets in the way. Hold on, let me just there we go. Yeah, but yeah, this would make this a big joke over, regardless of, yeah, Ethan would sometimes stumble with, reading and whatnot, or speaking, but again, it's probably because he's focused on making the video. And so the two, it's like I think Mark got him hooked on phonics, got him, and they're trying to teach Ethan how to read. And I think at this point, okay, this video was just an entire bit. When you well, then again, you can't see Ethan in this video because it's too late. You had your chance. You had your chance to watch this video and you squandered it. But anyways, he was like it would have these fun these colorful little graphics and whatnot, and it was match this letter with the endings with at. And it's like bat, cat, hat. Just, and the way he was like, it's a car! It's just, all of this is just hilarious. This is probably some of the hardest I've laughed in an Unus Annus video. It's just ridiculous. But god, it's so funny. So yeah. The next video on this list is, cooking with sex toys. This was their first, technically their first video was explaining what Unus Annus is, but, this was the first, sort of official video to show what Unus Annus was going to be, and this was exactly as advertised. They cook, they buy, what was it, I think $400 worth of sex toys, and they tried to cook breakfast with them. And, yeah, and if you're wondering, that is a dildo. on a drill used to stir eggs, I think. I think it was used to stir eggs. And it was just so funny, and Mark had like this gag in his mouth to where, they would like, I think Ethan would try to feed him breakfast, like, like he couldn't speak. And considering he would keep his mouth open, Mark couldn't chew his food, so he had trouble swallowing it, which, for something like maybe eggs, like scrambled eggs, that's not so bad, but there's also bacon, which is like really rough and hard. Uh, the fact that Mark didn't choke on this, I'm shocked. But yeah, and then at one point, it gets to the point to where, like, in the middle of Mark eating breakfast with like this gag and like someone, not even it wasn't a mailman, it wasn't anything like that, not a fan, just some random person walked up to the door, looked in the window, and knocked. And out of all the times he said that has never happened before, and that, like, everyone just started bursting laughing because, like, it's just like, how do you explain a situation like that? But yeah, my god, this video was just, it was incredible. It was hilarious. The next video on this list is two idiots get crushed by 18-foot giant snakes. Which, it's not even just snakes. Like, they went to, like Mark and Ethan went to this thing called, like, to this place. It's like I don't know if it's a pet store, if it's a reptile pet store, or not, or if it's just like a little, like, mini zoo or whatever. But they, sort of, they meet some interesting some fun reptiles and amphibians and even some invertebrates. Like, they meet, like, what was it, alligators, monitor lizards, pixie frogs, and these pythons. I think they're pythons. I think maybe. But yeah, and even some like a tarantula and a scorpion. Like, and seeing as how I am into like reptiles, amphibians, and invertebrates, like I am a big animal guy, this really did appeal to me, and it was really cool. Seeing them react this way. Mark, it seems, was pretty chill for the most part. I mean, I think Ethan was too, but I always love it when, celebrities, hold or interact with weird animals like this that aren't traditionally considered cuddly. I just think it was really cool. And now we get to my number one pick. My number one pick for the best Unus Annus video. And you'll see why is my number one pick. But yeah, And so my number one pick is, my number one pick for the best Unus Annus video is, is Goodbye. Now, if you don't know what this is, on the last day of Unus Annus, Mark and Ethan did this 10-hour live stream. This 12-hour live stream to commemorate all the great memories they had with Unus Annus, showing some editing clips from, like, their 4 editors. I think it was 4. I think they had 4 editors work on this. Like showing, editing highlight clips, reflecting on some of their videos, including the, cooking with sex toys and the reptile video, all that and whatnot. And it was also, reflecting, what the purpose of Unus Annus means. And, like, this got, like, I forget how many viewers tuned in to watch that final live stream. Let me look it up. Because I know it. Let's see. Unus Annus Goodbye. So yeah, it says Unus Goodbye is the 366th episode of Unus Annus, hosted by Markiplier and Ethan Nestor Darling, featuring Amy Nelson, Vincent, Rachel, Marcus, Lixia, and Stevie Hopkins, Daniel Sky, and Evan. And basically, what was it? Oh, they also reacted like Unus Annus memes, Unus Annus fan art. And the final stats for the stream sat at 1.5 million concurrent viewers, 12.3 million overall visits, with 1.05 million likes on the video, and it was incredible. And like they even had like this great set with like a 4,000 with like a casket that cost somewhere between $4,000 to $5,600. It was incredible. Honestly, honestly, I could probably, find, maybe I could find, well, where is it? Yeah, yeah. Let me just. Let me just pull up this image because it was a very because it really was cool. Hold on, let me pull it up. Yeah, let me show you the set that they had. This was really cool. Like they had like a little spiral. They had a coffin that the laptop had that was resting on like Mark and Ethan were dressed in their Unus Annus suits. Like they had flowers. It was almost like a memorial service for Unus Annus as it was about to be deleted, and and they had the clock. It was ticking from 12 for 12 hours, and once it hit once the clock struck 0, the light they deleted the channel, and that which also meant that the live stream ended, and everything was gone. The channel wasn't there. The website was down. The Unus Annus website went down. The Twitter went down. The subreddit went down. Everything was gone. Unus Annus died. And you can't find the videos. I mean, you can't find any of the videos anymore. You can only find compilations on YouTube and some images like I've been showing you right here. But Unus Annus really was a great experiment. It really was a great experiment. Creating this YouTube channel that had millions of subscribers, and each video probably had over 1 million views. And all of it just went away like that. And it really was a reflection on, the whole point of Unus Annus was pretty much don't take life for granted. Because with Unus Annus, you knew exactly when Unus Annus was going to die. From the beginning they said that it was going to be deleted that the whole channel was going to be deleted in 1 year, and all the videos would be gone. And their motto was pretty much, you may have known when Unus Annus was going to die, and when it was going to go away, but your life is not that certain, and you need to, and that you need to live your life to the fullest. And it's not like everything's going to go according to plan in your life or anything like that, but use life as an opportunity to achieve your goals, to change the world. And it really, in a way, Unus Annus really was inspiring, and it really was cool. And so, yeah, Mark and Ethan are still making videos on their own YouTube channel. Hell, Markiplier has just uploaded, last week, In Space with Markiplier. Or should I say, In Space with Markiplier Part 1, because Part 2 is coming out May 2nd. But, yeah. Yeah. And I gotta say, I really did love Unus Annus. It was a great, it was a great channel. I have a shirt, I have a poster, I have an Unus Annus flag. I have, and I think I have another shirt somewhere. But, yeah, it really was a great, channel. It was a great channel with great content, led by just great people in general. And we're never gonna see anything like Unus Annus again. And yeah. And again, if you were there for Unus Annus, let me know in the comments below what your favorite Unus Annus videos were. And if you weren't there for Unus Annus, I hate to tell you, but it's too late. The clock has struck. You had your chance. Memento mori. Unus Annus.